Alright, so here's Red's diary, number 2, 7/4/2143. I just did the unthinkable. I didn't want to, but I had no choice. Susan gave me no choice. It's not an easy thing. Not easy at all. She had lost her way and her mind became consumed by the Phoenix. She became the very thing she was trying to stop. And she tried to get me to join. To join her and her cult. I tried to get her to come back to me, to understand that the Phoenix isn't real. But she didn't understand. She couldn't see. She wouldn't see. So I did what I had to. I killed her. I killed my twin sister.
Ooh.
I killed Susan.
Oh.
How can I live with myself? What will I tell Hollis? So the question is, maybe Hollis is behind this whole thing. Maybe Red has been a puppet of Hollis the whole time.
That'd be fun.
This is a really cool model.
Okay, here's spare bedroom.
Wait, Hollis's bedroom? Were we already in here?
Yeah, we were.
Oh, I forgot I have a photo. The Underwoods. Hollis, Red, and Susan. Oh, that's cute. This picture was taken on April 21st, 2142. That's about 4 years ago. Red Underwood stands beside his twin sister, Susan Underwood. Captain Hollis stands loyally next to her wife. Here. Where are you?
I am running around trying
Oh
to
god, it's a guard! Come here, I want to give you the picture. Where'd you go?
I'm finding the guards right now. Downstairs, hold on.
It's a nice fish tank. Alright, there you are.
Oh, that is cool.
I really like those touches. The photos are very clever.
Okay, stay back.
Oh! Yeah, it definitely is a visual thing.
No, but that guy's looking right
Well,
at
I
us.
think it only
it's a
starts
radius.
counting. I think it only starts counting when you get in here.
Okay, so there are some light bars over there.
Some
Right.
what?
Light bars.
Light bars.
In front of us. See?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we have to go somewhere.
No. Look.
Hmm?
Look at me.
Pretty good.
I'm a statue. I'm just a part of the furniture.
Let's try that again.
I'm just a part
Oh,
of the furniture.
I stepped in the water, so it killed me, but it wasn't like
Yeah,
game over.
I know. Susan's diary number 6. Again, I'm just a part of the furniture. If you stand on the wall, they don't see you. 5/26/2143. It's been several months since my last entry. I'm still amongst the Phoenix and tensions are growing. Paul Uppentire had a heated argument with the Federation leaders the other day. I believe he is planning to overthrow them and make himself the leader of the Federation. But then earlier today, I saw something really strange. I saw my brother Red meet with Paul in the sanctuary. I haven't seen him or my wife in months. I wanted to talk with him, but I had to keep my cover.
Oh, crap.
I know he recognized me, but he made no effort to speak with me. That's okay. It was the will of the Phoenix. And Phoenix has told me I will speak with him soon. Just not today. Recently, I've also heard that the Federation is preparing for their attack against the Union. I'm not sure what to do anymore. My heart is with the government, but my mind is with the Phoenix. I don't know. I will ask the Phoenix for guidance. Did you hear any of that?
Yes, I heard all of that.
Okay. So the question is, so did she actually get lost to the Phoenix, or was she just deep undercover and Red killed her?
Okay. Here's our chance.
Was she just deep undercover and
There's
Red
nothing
killed
but
her?
back here. Ugh.
So hold on, wait, I have a question. Was she just deep undercover and Red killed her by mistake, or what?
I don't know. Okay, so the only place that we haven't been...
Maybe the light gate will open for us.
Well, I'm thinking spare bedroom, because there's like 2 guards in there. Maybe there's something in here. Oh, yes, there's a little...
Oh, God! That was close. We're in the air vents. Aha!
Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, she's already dead.
Uh-oh.
The president is dead?
I like that face.
Good evening, my friend. Are you enjoying the real world?
You killed the president?
Where is he?
Me? Why would I do something silly like that on
No,
the
it'll be
eve
like his
of
smoke
victory?
monster or whatever.
But in the spirit of honesty, I killed her because it was a necessity. Because it's all part of the plan.
Plan? What plan involves killing your ally?
Alright, so there was a line we missed, so we're just gonna play that real quick.
Oh, several. The original plan didn't, but you have to be willing to adapt. Otherwise, it's you who dies. Come, producer. There is a great many things we must discuss.
Ugh.
So that was in response to, what use is there in killing your ally? Here's Hollis Monroe.
Good evening, producer. Would you care for a drink? We never had a chance last year.
Or, what do we want to say?
Both?
Red shot you in the back on the Leviathan.
How are you alive? Red shot you in the back on the Leviathan.
Is it that hard to believe? Many people get shot and wake up the next day. You yourself have been shot plenty of times, yet here you are. I knew what Red was planning to do, and I let him. He purposely missed any vital organs. Now, about that drink.
Wait, that's been you've been in on Red's plan the entire time?
Yeah.
Or how about why all of the deception? Your own brother didn't even know you were alive.
Why all the deception? Your own brother didn't know you were alive.
When we began Operation Exodus, we all knew that sacrifices would have to be made, no matter how great. Not one person's life is more important than the activation of Genesis. Well, aside from you. You are a very important producer.
What do you mean?
Stop.
Why am I so
Red's
important?
there!
Because you are the one who will lead us out of these dark times, my friend. Come, sit down. Have a drink with Miss Monroe.
Why do you talk
We
so
have
creepy?
lots to discuss.
Let's have drinks.
They're totally gonna poison us. Whatever, let's go.
We don't have to drink necessarily.
I'll have a drink.
To Genesis, may it bring light to our world.
This says nausea on it.
So what's this about me being too important to die? Unlike the president, or the two of you.
To answer that question,
They both turn at the
I must
same
make
time.
sure that you understand our point of view. So first, a brief history lesson. A century ago, the Great War began between nations over the dwindling resources. The result was a heavily polluted world with poisonous ground and acidic air. Out of the ashes of that war, the Union government rose to unite the world with the promise to heal our planet. Over the past few decades, we came to realize that conventional restoration efforts were futile. Not because we couldn't do it, but because people wouldn't do it.
Take an average citizen in the streets. In their mind, they believe their individual effort won't make a difference. They expect everyone else to heal the planet. So in the meantime, they're just gonna kick back, relax, maybe party a little. They're confident the government doesn't need their help healing the world. Now, equate that average citizen to every citizen. What you get is a workforce with no motivation.
The government tried to use military force originally, but that can only get you so far before a rebellion like the Federation or the Phoenix Division surfaces. So instead, they switched tactics to time. they decided to wait and let the pollution make people sick and die. In response, people might be motivated to get off their butts and help save the world. The government has been using this tactic for the past 3 decades.
You mean they were just gonna let us
You
die?
mean they were just gonna let us die?
Precisely. But then 5 years ago, that all changed. My twin sister, Susan, Hollis's wife, was working undercover deep in the Federation movement. During the Federation's fall, I learned through her about the Dendron. About how the Dendron had a powerful mind control weapon. Together, Hollis and I realized the power that such a weapon could hold. Susan's sacrifice gave us the key to saving our world.
Together, we realized what a mind control device would mean for our planet, but we couldn't just go to the president and say, "Oh, look, there's aliens and they have something we want." No, we needed a plan.
We couldn't just go to space on a military mission. The public would realize something was up. Then, an idea emerged. A TV show called Exodus. Our brainchild. It would serve as a Trojan horse to the general public. Season 1 was designed to gain the audience's trust and bring entertainment, just like a real show. Then, in Season 2, we would go to space with the public support and covertly obtain the broadcast weapon.
We had to keep the public from catching wind of our operation. After our success on Venera, we needed to tie up loose ends.
Sarah was a loose end, wasn't she? She survived on Venera and made it back to Earth.
Yes, Sarah was an intern for the show. She escaped Venera and boarded a salvaged space station. We sent a government agent to terminate her and anyone she may have contacted. However, as you know, she managed to survive and make it back to Earth.
Unable to stop her, I regret that we resorted to barbaric tactics. We killed anyone she would likely have contact with, which included her family.
Okay, so I'm starting to like them more, except that Red has, like, given what happened in the past, like, he's got an evil laugh, he's trying to make people suffer. Like, if I was just taking this map alone, maybe I could start to sympathize with him, but, I mean, right?
Yeah, he's still evil, but what they're saying is that it was a necessary evil.
Right, because the mind control device would be to get everyone off their butts and start saving the world, right?
Well, yes. But although the cause is just, does it justify the means?
Well,
You know? Like, that's the big question, right?
maybe we don't have to say what we mean. What are we going to say?
Yellow. I feel like Yellow is kind of...
She was a normal person. You turned her into a monster.
As much as I wanted to, we couldn't risk bringing her into the plan. We were already risking too much by hinging everything on you.
What do you mean? Why am I important?
Ever wonder why you didn't go completely insane in that prison for the past year? No? Well, we've been testing Genesis on you. Instead of controlling your mind, we simply sent signals to your brain that suggest to you to remain mostly sane.
What?
Genesis doesn't mind control people. It suggests ideas to people subconsciously. We tested it on you to keep you sane in that white box. And with it perfected, tonight we broadcast it to the world, disguised as Exodus Season 3. When we wake up tomorrow, everyone will be doing their part to heal our world. But we need you for this to be a reality.
Stop beating around the bush and just tell me why I'm important.
You must be the one to initiate Genesis. You are our impartial third party.
After all, we can't have someone like Red deciding the future of the world. His view, like mine, is skewed. The decision has to come from someone who can see all sides of the issue.
What issue?
Anyways, we pushed you away from us on purpose. We encouraged you to see us as the villains, so that now you could return and serve as our moral compass. We need you to decide the fate of humanity. We haven't given up hope like everyone else. You have seen what will happen to the world if the Phoenix Division were to defeat us. Humanity will die a horrible, painful, excruciating death. But if you join us, we still have a chance.
Hold on. I don't understand. What?
So they made themselves look evil so that when they brought us back, they could be like, "Oh, you're an unbiased third party," or like, at least you have a better
Why do they
sense of
need that?
justice. They don't. I guess maybe.
I don't
for
know.
themselves-
This seems really convoluted.
Maybe for themselves, they're like,
Well, wait,
not
hold
up
on. Why
to-
do they need to even decide? Why not say, okay, let's... Are you telling me they went through this entire plan without even deciding if they're going to go through with it?
no. If anything, they said, okay, we want to do this, but we're gonna have some random third-party individual decide if they'll go through with it or not.
That's so dumb. What?
Yeah,
I feel like this is a ripoff.
I feel like, well, hold on, it's not done yet, right?
But wait,
they're just
that doesn't make sense, though.
they're just saying that, oh, you know, we don't want to feel like gods, right? So we'll just have someone else choose or decide, right?
So they're telling me that they go through this whole long, convoluted plan only to say, oh yeah, we don't know if we're actually going to do it. It's up to you.
Well, they want us to join them.
Well, then
right?
why do they need us?
Well, I don't know. They
It's
just
so
said,
dumb.
Okay, they just said, hold on. They just said that they don't feel like it should be up to them to decide this, right?
Well, then why
They're
did you go
trying-
through with this whole dang plan? You just decided for us. I mean, you decided for the world by doing this thing.
Okay.
Also,
they
what is
presented
the...
they presented the option. Right?
Also, why would you not do this? Like, what is...
because
What's...
it's mind control. Because
No, it's not mind control. You're suggesting ideas.
but it's practically mind control, right?
Okay, so we're saving the planet. We're not doing it anything bad.
Well, no, but that's the moral question here.
I don't...
Is the means of mind control taking away people's agency justified if it's for a good cause?
Heck yes. I don't think there's any question. Right?
No, but no, I would kind of disagree with you there, right? Because you could claim that in our real world, okay, well, if people didn't have free choice, we could design the perfect world and be done, right?
Right.
Right.
But
then you take away people's
This, we're not
choice for
talking
that
about
perfect
designing the perfect world here. We're talking about the world is gonna die. People are dying. The world is in ruins. I mean, basically humanity is doomed because people are incapable of doing their part to save the planet. Hey, here's an idea. Since no matter what we do, people aren't gonna listen to us, we can just make them listen to us. Like,
But if they decide,
what is the alternative? The alternative to this is everyone dies.
right?
So there's like
Should they be allowed to have that choice, right? Because, okay, so everyone dies, but they chose that.
no, they didn't.
The whole question is taking away their choice or not.
What choice are they
is
making?
it ethical? Their choice to either sit on their butt or go do something about it.
But it's
right?
not that simple. They're not thinking like, oh, I made my choice to die. They're thinking my one thing isn't going to have any effect. It's not like they're making a
Right.
conscious choice to die.
But that's practically what they're saying is going on. By everyone saying, oh, well, it's not up to me, then everyone has claimed that it's their conscious choice to die.
Okay, so you're saying that we should let them have the right to make the choice to die? Rather than changing this
Yes.
one little thing and
Yes.
saving humanity and, like, everything?
Well, that's the moral question.
I know that's the question, but I don't think there is a question. I think this is a very one-sided thing.
Okay, so you're all for...
I'm
okay,
trying to
we'll
understand your point of
brainwash them.
view.
We'll brainwash them, right? We'll take away their choice, their sense of choice.
This one
right?
choice. This one choice.
And we'll just force them to do something good.
This one choice.
But who are we to say that it's a good choice? I mean, obviously on this question, it's pretty obvious. You know, everyone dies, planet, or like,
Yeah, exactly.
the
So,
planet's
but
healed
we're
and
just
everyone
talking about
lives.
this one specific choice.
Right. But
So I'm trying to
then there's
understand
that
your
moral
point of
gray
view.
area of if we use that once, then we could use that on everything.
Okay, but that's the slippery slope argument, which is a
Yeah.
which is a communicatively invalid argument.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I don't have any problem brainwashing the people if it saves everyone. Like, they'll be happy, they'll be thankful for it later. Right?
And would they
But I
even
guess
know?
that's- I don't know. Well, we didn't know we were brainwashed, right? We went like a whole year of being brainwashed.
All it is just suggestions.
It's basically, it's like Inception, right?
No.
Well, isn't that what they did in the movie?
No.
They suggested
I don't
an
remember.
idea.
It's been so long.
Okay, they suggested an idea. And
Yeah, that, yes.
And that's basically the same, like, gist of what's going on, right?
Okay,
Suggest
I
that
just
you go
feel
save
like
the world.
this is not... Like, I don't know why we're discussing this, because I feel like this is not... Okay, it's not about the choice that's bothering me. It's the fact that this is a really dumb plan. Why would you do this? Like, just pull the switch. Like, this is so convoluted and stupid that they would... Like, we're gonna go through this whole plan. Why not just discuss it at the beginning? Do you think this is right? I don't know. Is this right? Okay, it's right. Let's do it. They
Yeah.
said, you know what? Let's go through this entire thing that's gonna take years to do. And millions of dollars in resources. We're gonna be killing people. It's gonna be crazy. But, right before we pull the switch, we should ask ourselves, do we really want to pull the switch?
Well, no, they're not even saying that. We should ask some other person if we should pull the
I know,
switch.
it's so dumb. Like, I don't think that this... I feel like this is a Band-Aid on the story. I don't know.
Is this a Deus Ex Machina moment?
Kind of. Like, it's not... There's not some sort of divine intervention going on. It's just a plot twist that is not feasible.
Well, we don't know what else is going to happen, right? But this is all we know.
Assuming that this is all true...
And the fact that they're, like, not evil anymore? When they've been the villains the whole time?
Well, he says,
Like-
you know, we've been making you think we're villains. That explains my concern earlier, which was, like, he has the evil laugh and everything, and he's, like, been doing awful things, wanting to make people suffer, so how could we just suddenly like him now? That explains away my reservation.
Right? And maybe that's what Red's going for?
Red, this Red, or Red the Mapmaker?
The mapmaker? Like, how can you join someone you know who is evil? Or that you believe is evil? How can you believe their story?
I don't know. I feel like this is not the same kind of moral choice that we had last season. Like, we should just do it. Let's just do it.
Do what? But that's...
Join them.
Okay, sure.
What's the downside?
You know, thinking about it, not really. So the planet
Exactly.
isn't destroyed.
I think it's dumb.
But, okay, so we're in agreement that they had to go through all of the Exodus seasons to get the thing off of the space, right? Like the communication.
Okay, yes, that was necessary, but
That was necessary.
only if they're actually going to do something with it. Are you telling me that they're like... I just think it's a hole in the plot.
Like, we're gonna build the nuke, but then we're not gonna use it. Is that the?
Yeah, it was we're
that
gonna
basically the thing?
we're gonna build the nuke, but then we're gonna ask someone else if we should use it.
Right. Like, why would you ever ask for someone else's opinion? And why is our opinion so important?
Right, and he's like, "You're important. Why are we important? Why are we important?" I'll tell you. Okay, tell me. It's because you're an unbiased. Okay.
Well, okay. What about
It's
this?
because they put us through all that and they made us think they were the villains. That basically they're like, okay, now since you hate us, you're able to have the other opposing point of view to be our
Right.
moral compass. But that's still so dumb.
Well, okay, maybe they're like, oh, no one else would understand, right? Like, you really have to have someone against you, and if that person is against you and they still believe it's the right decision, then it must be.
Okay, I'm just
Right?
positing that this is a major hole in the story, which is that they went through all of this only to ask someone else. The fact that we are necessary to this is ridiculous, I think.
I find it hysterical that we've had like a 20-minute conversation on this one plot point.
Well, because
Although-
I'm sort of upset. Like, I feel like this is sort of a cop-out.
Are you upset that we didn't get the justice that you wanted, though? Like, do you
I-
want to
that-
hate
that's
them
not
and
no
you wanted
that's
to
not what
kill
I'm
them?
that's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset that there is this plot hole. Like, that there is a part of the plot that is illogical.
Well, what would have made this better? If there were hints that this was going to happen?
No, just like the fact that we waited all this time. They don't need a third party. Why would they want that unless there was some doubt in their mind about whether or not to do this? And if there was a doubt in their mind, why would they have done it in the first place?
Well, they did joke that they didn't need Red, like, deciding the fate of the world, right? But would someone who's so radical to go through all this really care about some other third party's opinion?
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like... I don't want to make that comparison. Never mind.
This big... Oh, I love it. This one plot point has, like, thrown us into this, like, this huge, like,
Well, but
philosophical debate.
No, but the whole thing is that it's not a philosophical debate. Like, it's one thing if we're discussing the morality of this choice, but we're not. We're discussing an issue with the plot itself. We're discussing a crack in the story, not whether or not something is right or not, but something that, like, fundamentally does not make sense about this fictional world.
Okay, so you don't believe this, right?
Right.
That's what
I
it's
don't
coming
believe-
down to.
Yeah, and I believed it up till now.
Yeah. So you don't believe that these two characters would have done all this for this moment.
Right.
Okay, and that's fair. We've established that we don't believe this as players. It's broken our suspension of disbelief,
Mm-hmm.
right? But okay, now that it has been broken, we still need to progress.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So we need to make a choice here.
I think.
see-
All right. So returning back to the philosophical point, I think that the pros far outweigh the cons.
Yeah, I guess we will join them, right?
Yes.
I've not given up on hope either.
Neither have I. All right. You want to do the
Okay.
honors?